Welcome to Real Talk Sessions. In this space, you can slow down, breathe, and be honest with yourself and with me. We'll talk about life as it is, the struggles, the steps forward, and the small wins that matter most. Together, we'll find clarity in the chaos. This is Akai Sun. Sarah, sometimes the hardest things in a relationship aren't the arguments we have, but the words we don't say. I understand you've been carrying some resentment quietly, particularly in your relationship with Mark. How are things feeling for you this week?
Honestly, heavy. I feel like I've been carrying so much of the load in our home. Not just cleaning or groceries, but remembering appointments, planning holidays, checking in on bills, everything. Mark just assumes it'll get done. And I'm reaching a breaking point.
That sounds exhausting. You're not just doing the physical tasks, but also the mental planning and emotional responsibility.
It's not even the chores. It's the constant thinking. Like, what's for dinner? Did we pay the credit card? He doesn't seem to notice, and I'm starting to resent him for it.
You've been carrying the invisible weight. That's often called emotional labor. And when it goes unseen, it can build up into resentment.
Exactly. That's the word. Resentment. I don't want to feel this way, but every little thing he doesn't do just makes me angrier.
When you notice that resentment rising, what do you usually do? Do you express it or do you hold it in?
I hold it in. I don't want to nag. So I'll just do the thing myself. But inside, I'm screaming.
And over time, that silence starts to build pressure, like a pot with the lid on too tight.
Yes. And now I feel distant from him. I still love him, but I'm not as affectionate. I pull away without meaning to.
That's really important awareness. Silent resentment often shows up not in words, but in little withdrawals. Less touch, less patience, less joy together.
That's exactly what's happening.
Let's step back. When you think about Mark, is the issue that he doesn't care or that he doesn't notice?
I think he just doesn't notice. He's not malicious. He'll do things if I ask directly, but then I feel like his manager, not his partner.
So part of the pain is that you want him to see the needs without being told, to carry the responsibility with you, not wait for instructions.
Yes, because I already have enough to juggle without having to remind him.
Can I gently challenge something?
Sure.
Sometimes in long relationships, we assume our partner should automatically just know. But often, they don't have the same lens or mental load awareness. If we expect them to anticipate in the same way, we may be setting ourselves up for disappointment. How does that land with you?
Honestly, that stings a bit. But it's true. He doesn't think like me. But then, why should I always be the one to think of everything?
You shouldn't always carry it. The goal isn't for you to keep carrying it, it's to redistribute. But to do that, you'll need to break the silence and communicate the invisible work you're doing.
Which feels so hard.
Let's make it concrete. Imagine you sit down with Mark and say, I feel overwhelmed by carrying the household mental load. I'd like us to divide not just chores, but the responsibility of tracking things. Can we choose specific areas that you fully own?
If you were to put those words into the open, what do you think that experience would be like for you?
Terrifying. But also relieving.
Relieving because you wouldn't be holding it all alone anymore.
Yes,
What if instead of asking him to help, you ask him to own certain tasks, like groceries or bill payments completely? That way you don't have to manage or remind?
that would change everything. Because I hate being the reminder.
Exactly. It shifts you from manager to partner. On a deeper level, let's talk about values. What do you want partnership to feel like?
Equal, shared, supportive, like we're in it together,
Beautiful. And what do you not want it to feel like?
like I'm his mom or his personal assistant.
So your guiding value is shared responsibility. Anytime resentment builds, you can ask, are we living in line with that value or have we drifted?
That makes it clearer.
And another mindset shift. Resentment is often unspoken anger mixed with powerlessness. By speaking your needs clearly, you shift from powerless to empowered.
That feels strong. I like that.
Would you like to role-play how you might bring this up with Mark?
Okay, sure.
You start. Imagine Mark is here.
Mark, I need to talk about something important. I've been feeling overwhelmed carrying most of the household responsibilities. It makes me feel resentful. I'd like us to divide the mental load more equally. Can you fully take ownership of some areas like bills or grocery shopping?
That was strong, clear, direct, and non-blaming. How did it feel to say it?
Scary, but also honest.
And honesty is the first step to intimacy. Sarah, today we explored how your silent resentment is rooted in carrying unseen labor. We practiced making the invisible visible and shifting from silence to direct communication. Here's your growth challenge for the week. 1. Make a household inventory. Write down all the tasks you currently carry, both visible and invisible. 2. Highlight 2 to 3 areas you'd like Mark to fully own. 3. Have one calm conversation where you share your feelings and ask him to take ownership. 4. Afterward, reflect. Did speaking up reduce the resentment even a little?
That feels doable. Hard, but doable.
Remember, resentment grows in silence. Relief grows in communication. You don't have to carry this alone anymore.
Thank you. That actually gives me hope.
Take today's conversation with you and notice where it shows up in your week. Until next time, this is Real Talk Sessions with Akai Sun.